Hello there, people. It's Chris Angel coming at you for another episode of Marketing for the Rest of Us. Those of us who don't want to play the games of the social platforms. We just want to impact and influence people and make honest and authentic relationships. So here's the deal. Today's topic, we're talking about your resistance to video is postponing your success. Your resistance to video is postponing your success. So first of all, let me say this. I tried to go live on my page in the app, didn't work. Tried to go live through Zoom, through my page on my desktop, didn't work. So here's the side lesson for today. Like, you got to go live. You got to do what you got to do. And so I'm going live on my personal profile, and then I'm going to save it to my camera roll, and I will upload it to my business page. So when you got to do it, you got to do it. And sometimes we use all sorts of little excuses to not produce the content. That is not happening here. No, sir. No, ma'am. That is not happening here. So let's talk about your content and why video is the ticket. So first of all, let me say this. I'm very partial to video because I feel like video is not only, there's a couple reasons. One, through video, people actually get to see your body language. They get to see you, your face, how your face moves and how your body moves, right? There's a deeper connection created through video than I believe other mediums. So the first reason I like video is just because it creates a deeper connection. I've done videos where people will come up to me and say, people I've never met say, I feel like I know you. They feel like they know me because they've seen me on a video. That's it. That's the power of video. People feel like they know you. So my question to you, first of all, is this. If you could have an interaction with people who felt like they knew you or people that felt like they didn't know you, which do you prefer? Obviously, the answer is you prefer it when people feel like they know you, right? That is the power of video, is they feel like they know you. Okay, the next thing I like about video is that video is more flexible. You can repurpose it multiple ways, right? So with video, you can actually turn it into an audio, right? You can actually convert it to an MP3 file and then use that MP3 file to push it to a podcast, for example. You can also take video and transcribe it. So you could actually move it into text. But see, with text, it's harder to move it to video. And with audio, it's harder to move it to video. You can even see right now, like in Facebook, one of the things that's popular right now is to take an audio file and create some type of a visualizer, an audio visualizer. So it's like a static image, and then it's got the little wave, the sound waves that move across. And you'll see that in your newsfeed on Facebook. While that is cool and trendy, it does not give you the same connection that having somebody see your face go like this creates. It doesn't create the same connection, okay? So I like video, number one, because people get to see you and they feel like they know you. But number two, because it's more flexible than all other mediums. You can repurpose it multiple ways, right? I could come back to this video later and grab a soundbite if I felt like there was a 60-second soundbite that was worthwhile of snagging. And I could take that soundbite and I could put it into an Instagram story, right? You can't do that with an audio. I mean, you sort of can, but not really. Video is king. Video is king. So that being said, now let's talk about the resistance, because that is the pain. That is the problem right now. A lot of people, let me just say this. A lot of people are resistant to go video because it's very vulnerable. It's very scary. You might suck. You might be terrible. You might fumble over your words. You might look like an idiot. Your background might suck. There's all sorts of reasons why video can be scary. But listen, here's what I have to tell you. If you're going to be an influencer, if you're a leader, if you have important work to do in the world where your important work will set people free, then you need to do it in such a way that they connect with you, because the only way you're going to set them free is if they feel like they can follow you. If they can't follow you, then you are invisible. And so video becomes this gateway to influence. And if you don't accept it now, you're simply kicking the can down the road for when you're going to have to start. Look, I had a conversation today over coffee where I said to somebody, look, you're going to have to do video. And I was telling her this in the context of like you, meaning all of you, not just her, right? But like you, all of you are going to have to do video. And it's going to suck for a couple years, maybe. Maybe you're going to be better at it sooner than others. But for most people, look, I've been doing video for years and I'm still finding my message. And I'm years into the road. I'm years ahead of most. And I'm still finding my message. And so you need to get into video, because if you don't, you're simply kicking the can down the road. Like you're going to suck for a couple years. So you can either suck for a couple years starting now, or you could wait 6 months, 12 months, your lifetime to get into video and then suck for a couple years then. But you can suck for a couple years now, or you can suck for a couple years then. Either way, you're going to suck. So just start sucking now. Right? Like that's the point is, if you're going to get into video is a powerful medium and you're going to have to get into it. And so the only choice becomes, do you do it now or later? Now, I want to tell you that some of you have wrestled with this idea of video. Okay, you can throw your comments in here about what has stopped you from video. But for most people, it's things like, I don't know what to say. What if people reject me? I don't like the sound of my voice. What if I ramble? There's all sorts of things, guys. I just saw like Maggie. Maggie was on here watching live. I don't know if you're still on here, Maggie, but Maggie did this awesome Facebook Live the other day, right? And her sprinklers came on. She was doing it in her yard, and her sprinklers came on in her yard, and she kept going. My point is, like, you have to start to just embrace your humanity and stop being so addicted to perfection. People love the authenticity. They love that you're a real human being. So you've got to get beyond the perfection thing and get into the humanity thing. Guys, some of you've heard the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. Like some of you are so paralyzed by the fear of rejection or the fear of criticism, right? Or the fear of looking stupid or the fear of not knowing what to say. And that spills into other areas of life. In other words, you only play where you feel like it's a sure thing. You only play in business where you feel like it's a sure thing. You only play in relationships where you feel like it's a sure thing. You only invest where you feel like it's a sure thing. And the problem with that is that expansion in life and opportunity live on the other side of what you think you know for sure. There's nothing you know for sure. And all the things you want, all the things in your vision and your dreams and the desires you have are on the other side of what you think you know for sure. You want a connected spiritual relationship with God or the universe? You want to feel like you know where you sit spiritually? You don't know. You don't know what that's going to take. And on the other side of you not knowing, on the other side of you taking a risk, is something new waiting for a new experience, a new revelation, a new perspective that opens the world for you. But most of us are stuck in this pattern of fear where we're afraid that people will judge us or condemn us or outcast us or whatever. You have plenty to say in video today of what life has taught you, about what you're passionate about what you're good at. That could help other people. Guys, you're not just saying stuff on video to just say stuff. You're saying stuff to make a difference for people. Nobody watches your content simply because you opened your mouth. They watch your content because it might help them in some way. We're looking for insight and entertainment, right? We're looking for things that can get us to the next level. And you have learned something in life that could help us do that. But until you open your mouth and turn on your camera, we don't know. You're still attached to looking good when what the world wants is just to be set free. So you postponing your video is simply delaying your own success. You're sabotaging yourself. You know what's been fun in the last couple of days? I can't attribute it to my my speaking sessions or my show. I can't attribute it to that because I don't know. But what I have noticed is people that I know, people that I've met in the last week have started to go live. They've started to do videos on Facebook. They're trying something new. And I am noticing it. I'm seeing it. I'm like, hey, that is cool. They're starting to go live. You might suck for a year or two. I don't think it actually takes that long, frankly. You won't suck for a year or two. That's my promise to you. You won't suck for a year or two. If you do it, time on task over time wins, right? What you lack in skill, you make up in number, right? If you suck in skill at video, you'll make it up the more video you do, okay? So here's what I know. Most of you have a vision for your life of what's next, for important work, for impact, for contribution, and your ability to deliver that message and the inspiration of that so that it lands over there is going to come down to your ability to effectively communicate through this medium of video. And the only thing to do is to start here, start now. That's it. If you go back and look at my videos from 3 years ago, you'll see the evolution, right? It looks different. My tone is different. My posture is different. Because I've gotten more refined in what it is I want to say to you, right? So I sucked years ago. It didn't stop me from going on video. And you may suck in the short term with video, but it shouldn't stop you because ultimately it's you getting better at what it is you want to say. My guess, gang, is that your message, it'll refine itself, but the heart of it, the essence of your message is already in your soul. You already have something to say. So start saying it. And it may not sound good now. It may not look good now. Maybe it does. But either way, all there is to do is start saying it. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for next year. You keep kicking the can down the road. All the while, your influence, your impact, and the results that come from that, you're delaying. So what there is to do is to start. Okay, here's your action item. Your action item is to start creating videos. This is my phone. What I'm looking into right now is my phone. It's not some fancy camera, it's my phone. And my background's not really fancy. I've got a couple Edison bulbs. There's an Edison bulb. There's an Edison bulb. It's reflecting off my TV. No, there's an Edison bulb right there. No big deal. 3 lamps. I bought those lamps at Goodwill for like $3 each. And then I went and bought some bulbs. It doesn't, guys, most of you are overproducing it in your head for what you think a video needs to look like. And what we really just want is for you to say something that matters to us. So your action item is to go start doing video. Go do video, okay? Go do video. And if you do video, here's my request. Tag me in the video. I would like to know, one, that I made an influence, that I inspired you, that I inspired you to action to make a video. Tag me in the video. Number 2, I'd like to see what you actually have to say. Not from a place of judgment, but from a place of encouragement. Like, yes, high five, do video, tag me in your video. That is your assignment from here. It might suck. It's okay. Do video. You need to get comfortable with this skill set because this, in 2019 and beyond, is a medium in which the rest of the world in the tribal economy are wanting to get to know you, and they're not going to get to know you over coffee. They're not going to get to know you through a direct mail piece, and they're not going to get to know you at a networking event. They're going to get to know you here over time, consistently watching your content. That's how it happens in 2019. And once they get to know you through your video content, they may want to have coffee with you. They may see you at a networking event and say, oh my gosh, I feel like I know you. Just like it happened last week when I was at a national networking event, not a local one, and somebody's walking through the hall I'd never met, and they said, oh my gosh, I know you. I feel like I know you. I've seen all your podcasts. I listened to all your stuff. And I never met them. We were in the middle of Texas, and I'm in Spokane, Washington, and there they were, and they felt like they knew me in person. This is the power of video, gang. This is the power, and you as a leader, as an influencer, need to start dusting off your ability to say stuff and just turn your camera on. Okay? So that's your assignment. Go do video and tag me in it when you post it. Okay? That's it. Go do video. Until tomorrow, see ya.